Salam, guys, and everyone, especially to my dear subscribers. Welcome to lesson number 10 on how to read in Arabic. Just in case if you haven't yet watched lesson number 9, I'll keep the link in the description box for you. I know last lesson was very challenging, but I'm so glad that many of you did give it a try. I've seen lots of good results and fast progress you have made so far. I'm absolutely happy to see that. However, I do still recommend you to rewatch that video again to get the right pronunciation. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Today's video is about the articles but in Arabic. And before we start, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't done that already, and ring the bell. Moving on to today's concept. Today's concept, as I said, it is about the articles. Articles in English. There are 3 types of articles. The on, and the. And I got a good news for you. In Arabic, we only have one article, which is the. But the bad news is, oopsie, the is divided into 2 groups. The is represented like this. Alif, letter alif, and laam always get connected to a noun. In fact, you could also write it like this, but it is not common to see it written like this. But it is again not wrong if you write it like this. I'm just gonna stick to what is common. I don't like to make your life hard and complicate things to you. It is pronounced as L. So whenever you see or hear the sound L, it is the something. Let me explain the concept in depth with the help of some examples. Okay, we have this word. I think by now you must be able to know how to read it. Bint means girl. If I want to change the word girl and make it the girl, it would be البنت. The alif always have a fatha and the lam has a sukun. Next word is this, kitab. And if I want to say the book, I say al-kitab. Now I want you to read this word and I want you to change it to add the next to it. Write in the comment section using the English version and the Arabic version on how you're gonna write that. Okay, 5 seconds. 5 4 3 2 1 ولد means a boy. And if you want to say the boy, الولد, the boy. Whenever we attached the definite article with a noun, we must take into consideration of a new rule in Arabic that I haven't yet explained. As in the beginning of the video, I had introduced you that there are only one article in Arabic, which is the. And the itself is divided into 2 groups. Group 1 is called the sun letters. In Arabic, laam ashamsah. Shams means sun. And group 2 is the moon letters. Laam al-qamariyah. Qamar means moon. Laam al-qamariyah. So group 1, laam al-shamsiyah. Group 2, laam al-qamariyah. And by now, we know that there are 28 letters in Arabic. So 14 of them are known as the sun letters, and the other 14 of them are known as the moon letters. I hope it's clear because we are gonna dig deeper. The sun letters are ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, ذال, راء, زاي, سين, شين, صاد, ضاد, ظا, ظا, lam, and noon. So let's repeat them. تا, ثاء, جيم, حاء, خاء, دال, ذال, راء, زاي, سين, شين, صاد, ضاد, طاء, ظاء, lam, and noon. Let's repeat them one more time. تاء, ثاء, جيم, حاء, خاء, دال, ذال, راء, زاي, سين, شين, صاد, ضاد, طاء, ظاء, لام, نون. And those are the sun letters. Okay, for now I recommend you to memorize them. But I never memorized them because there is a trick to distinguish between a sun or a moon letter. It's just that any letter that's considered to be a dental letter, meaning that any letter that comes in within the tip of your teeth, your tongue touching the upper teeth, then it's a sun letter, like ta, tha, jim. Everything is coming from the very beginning of your mouth. So why all of this is important to know? Like, what is the point to know what is a sun letter or a moon letter? Well, when a defined article gets attached with a sun letter, there are two things that occurs. The first thing is related to the sukoon. If you don't know what is a sukoon, then please go ahead and watch this video, link in the description. The sukoon on the letter lam will disappear. And the second thing that it's going to happen, you are going to add a shadda on the sun letter that is after the letter lam. So again, no sukoon on lam, and a shadda would be added on the sun letter that's after the lam. And if you don't know what is a shadda, again I recommend you to go and watch this video, link in the description box. Back to the main topic. The pronunciation of the letter lam will disappear and the sun letter will be doubled in sound. Let me give you some words to understand the concept more better. The first example is this word, shams. Shams. Shams means sun. And as you have seen, there is a fatha on the letter sheen. Now, if I wanna say the sun, sheen is a sun letter. So we are gonna add a shadda on top of sheen, making it sound like ashams and not al-shams. It is wrong to read it like that. It's ashams. Another new word I'd like to challenge you to read. It's going to be difficult, of course. The word is this. Please go ahead and give it a try. Dhal with the dhamma on top of it. Dhubaba. Dhubaba means a fly. A bug, the insect. And if I want to say the fly, it's gonna be الذبابة. الذبابة. It's wonderful if you did that by yourself, if you were able to read it by your own. Please inform me in the comment section. Now here is the case. What if the al was found there and before the alif there was a sun letter before it, not after it? Like for instance, this phrase or this sentence. So if we read this sentence, العرب والغرب. الغرب. So you will end up reading it like this, العرب والغرب. And sorry to tell you, this is wrong. This is not correct to read. The correct way to read it whenever you see al before it was a sun letter is العرب والغرب. Don't say الغرب والغرب. kind of like connected. والغرب and not والغرب. And you would end up calling this alif, any alif that before it has a sun letter, you would call it or consider it to be as hamzat al-wasl. Hamzat al-wasl means the connected hamza. That's the translation of it. Hamzat al-wasl. That's why it's not gonna end up sounding like al-gharb. It will be wal-gharb. Moving on, considering some examples you have to read by yourself. Our first word is this: al-walad wa al-bint. It's not like this. You have to read al-walad wal-bint. Al-walad wal-bint, because there is a hamzat al-wasl. Second example: babul bayt. Babul bayt, not bab al-bayt. Babul bayt. It means the door's house. I know in English it is wrong to say the door's house. You have to say the house door. But in Arabic, it's always the opposite. I will also explain in future lessons how to read without all of the harakat and tashkil. Like without tashkil, I'm sure you guys gonna read it as bab al-bayt. It's wrong. It's babul bayt. Now we are done for today's lesson. Thank you for watching this video. Please give this video a like if you found it helpful. Don't leave us without being a subscriber and joining the Yallaharabe group. Drop in a comment down below if you think this video was helpful. Provide me with your feedback and see you in the next video. Bye. مع السلامة.